Alright, so we are gonna make some delicious chocolate churros, which I think chocolate churros have been either made in Spain or Mexico, or it's either really good trade good. I don't know on top of my head. Either way, I like churros. We are gonna learn how to take churros. We gotta prepare the flour. Gotta put the oven on there. Milk. And then there. Gotta scoop that in there. Butter. And then, okay, instead of the medium. So I just realized that Sara has like animated face now, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel like that. I don't need you to look accusatorily be like that, man. Like this ain't no Dr. Mario. Alright, so turn that off. Okay, nice. Let it cool the 2 to 3 minutes, and that's how we make a parachute. I think that's what it's called. Parachute. Alright, so put that in the bowl. All the dough in the bowl. We gotta put the egg. Gotta mix it. Another egg. And another egg. And then we mix it again. Stand this upright, and then we gotta put the parachute in there. Close it. Yeah. Nice. Then we got cinnamon and sugar. Gotta put the sugar in the cup first. Then cinnamon? Yes. Put a spoonful of that and a wee bit of salt. See, I don't need to take no assessments or anything. I'm a pro at this. Fry and coat the things. Alright, so we have to put this on. Gotta put the oil in there. And then heat the oil. Gotta pipe these in a little bit one by one. So you actually end up with a churro. You let those fry. Gotta put them in there. And shaboink. There you go. And then we start coating these in sugar. Don't you look at me accusatory like that, Sara. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but you're killing my vibe. Alright, so we got... Cider hot? Yeah, it's hot. Okay, cool. See, I like, it just takes memory for me to remember what I do, because I watched a bunch of, like, cooking shows, like, growing up. And right here, corn syrup, gotta put that right there. I never seen chocolate molded like that. It's always the chocolate oranges that are kind of molded, sort of like this, but... There we go. Don't even worry about it, we're good. You gotta put the chocolate sauce down there. Serve churros with chocolate. Okay, we gotta put the churros. Chocolate sauce goes right in there. Not even chocolate churros. You have to pipe them with the... You have to pipe the chocolate in the churro in order for it to be chocolate churros. I got an A with 5,690. For a brief moment, I'm gonna turn on desktop audio so that you guys can hear the stank MIDI that this has. Yeah, it's pretty stanky, right? Alright, so we're doing chocolate cookies. I probably have taken a risk with that, like, considering, like, a huge majority of the music in here is kind of copyrighted anyway, but, I mean, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Got baking powder, we need whisk, then we need salt. And then, alright, we gotta put the cocoa powder in there. Gotta shake that out so you get rid of the cocoa butter bits. or whatever those bits are called, that you have to sieve out. Put salt in there, and then you mix that up nice and good. I have not made chocolate cookies before. I've always wanted to make chocolate cookies. Well, actually, no. Technically, I did. They're hot chocolate cookies, though. I made them for Christmas at one point, and my sister really likes those cookies. Like, and my dad also really likes them too. Like, alongside the salt and mudslide cookies. Although the salt and mudslide cookies, I feel, are a lot more like chocolate chip, like coffee cookie. Best way to describe it, because it uses coffee liqueur in it, and it actually tastes really, really good. I like it. Now I'm no alcoholic, but coffee liqueur is basically like, well, I mean, there's really no hiding it. It's it's literally just coffee made into a liquor that like a lot of like pastry chefs use, like if they want to add coffee to something, but they also want to have it like a strong, like a little bit of a liquor taste to it. Alright, so we have to scoop these out. This is how I make these salted mudslide cookies, by the way. Essentially, you scoop them out like this, because they're meant to be scooped out, because that's why they're called salt and mudslide. But you don't smoosh them down. There we go. And then you put them in here at 350 for about 10 minutes, and then you got some delectable cookies, man. Turn that off. Wire rack, because you gotta let these suckers cool. Okay. This probably just may be me, but whenever I have a wire rack for cookies, I usually just put a parchment paper, and then like I place the cookies on top of that parchment paper, so that way they don't fall off, because I've had cookies fall apart before. Alright, we need white chocolate chips for some reason. Okay. Are we gonna drizzle the cookies? Oh, but I don't want to drizzle the cookies. I don't want. I guess I have to. Alright, we're gonna drizzle them cookies. I've actually made pumpkin spice cookies before, but I mean, I remember them not being that particularly good. They were glazed cookies, though. I really like them, though. It's alright, though. Yeah, it looks good. Wondrous. Chocolate cookies are ready. We got 3,330 points with 5 stars. I think that is good. Alright, so this is chocolate mousse cake. I like mousse. I like chocolate. I like mousse. Alright, we're gonna bring out these sandwich cookies that are definitely not Oreo. Not sponsored by Oreo. Okay, we then cut up the cookies. Nice and good like that. And then there you go. Boink. I just love mousse. Like, or mousse as a word. And I'm not talking like mousse as in like an animal mousse like on like I'm talking more so just like as in the treat, like a mousse, like a mousse cake or whatever it is. I'm probably just saying random bullcrap at this point. Also, Milano cookies. Aren't Milano cookies a thing? Yeah, they are. They're a cookie you can get at the store. And I'm pretty sure those are not branded, maybe, but I could be wrong. Excuse me. I just ate pizza before this. Not again! Sorry about that. My mouse went a little bit off screen. Alright, so we need scissors. Or a knife. Mags, why did you call it scissors, you Dunce. Gonna chop up milk chocolate. Milk chocolate. Ooh. Then we need gelatin, cream cheese. We need heavy cream, vanilla syrup, different from vanilla extract. Gotta put the white chocolate in there, vanilla syrup, gelatin, or heavy cream actually, gelatin, which we for some reason just have out, and cream cheese. And then we mix that up nice and good. Look how delicious that looks. I want to eat that. Cool it to room temperature. Not too bad. Alright, I think we gotta whip this up next. Judging by the heavy cream. Okay, whip that up nice and good. And then, whoop. Shoom! And then we gotta put the crust. We gotta put the mousse in the crust. For that many minutes. Oh, okay. Alright, then we gotta decorate our little mousse cake. Yes. Alright, we have a cream, but I'm pretty sure that don't work like that, but I'm not gonna question the logic at this point. And we put chocolate chips over it. Look how good that looks. 4 stars for 3,960. Well, I mean, it's the best I could do, but you know. Alright, so I have a little bit of story with this. There is a recipe like right here. I've tried that recipe before, and I remember making this pizza for the first time. And it spilled over the pizza pan, so it's not the cookie dough that I was thinking. Anyways, this is chocolate pizza. Alright, so we need water. We need a bowl. Like, essentially, like, what we made was just like a giant chocolate chip cookie. I gotta put the bowl over that. We gotta melt the chocolate with the butter. And then set the glow. Ooh, look at it melt. There you go. Mix it up nice and good. Delicious, delicious. Gotta wait for it to cool. Then we need flour, granulated sugar, eggs, spoon, and another spoon. We put the flour in there, the sugar, egg, baking powder. You know, so when I made the dough the first time, it didn't like form like it was supposed to. It just basically like it just kind of like became liquid. But still ended up pretty good. You gotta put that in there at 375 for 15 minutes. Delicious. Alright, then we gotta decorate the delicious pizza. Gotta get a wooden spoon. We gotta melt the chocolate in there. Delicious. I'm pretty sure chocolate doesn't look like that, but yeah, I could be wrong. Spread it out nice and good. Then we got put chocolate candies, marshmallows, chocolate flakes, white chocolate chips, and then chocolate. Put the chocolate flakes on there. That's gonna be a mozzarella. Chocolate candies, white chocolate chips, and one singular marshmallow right in the middle. 3,560 with 5 stars. Look at that.
Welcome Eggs Benedict.
Alright, so I had never made Eggs Benedict before, but I always find Eggs Benedict to be a little bit like, be very pleasing in a way. The way that it looks, I guess. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Then again, I find food to be good, like, as usual. Like, I love a lot of food. And bowl. We gotta turn this on. Oh, we're boiling the eggs first. Okay, or not boiling, poaching them. I don't really like to use the word poach, I will say. Poach, I feel, is usually for, like, bad things, like poaching animals or something. But I guess we're gonna have to poach these eggs. And then boink. And then you go in there. They're rising. And then we steam them. Awesome. Then, alright, we gotta... Oh, we gotta drain the water of them first before we... Okay, so we got our poached eggs. Delicious! Alright, the next... We gotta... Oh, we gotta cook the Canadian bacon. Or ham, rather. It's ham. I love ham more than... I love ham a lot. I'm not sure what Canadian bacon is, though. I think it's meant to be ham, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Hollandaise sauce. I know what hollandaise is. I think it's mostly primarily used for Eggs Benedict. Probably some more stuff like that, maybe? I don't know. Alright, gotta put vinegar in there. Mix that up nice and good. Then we got to set this medium. Ah, you gotta let it evaporate. Oop. And water. Alright, we need the double boiler. We need egg yolks. And then a blender. Alright, so we put the water in there. We put the double boil in there. And then we put the mixture that we made into there. As well as the eggs. Beat egg yolks until they become thick and creamy. Because that's how they make hollandaise sauce. Alright, so what is this? Cayenne pepper? Clarified butter. What? And lemon juice. Never in my life have I heard of clarified butter. I've always heard of the direct opposite, which is evaporated butter? I think so. Delicious hollandaise sauce. Alright, now we got to prepare everything and serve it. Alright, so poached egg, Canadian bacon, hollandaise sauce. Someone's honking out there. Parsley. Plate. We got that. And then a knife. And then, oh, we need butter. Here you go. Alright, we got our biscuits. Gotta butter these up first. Canadian bacon. Poached egg. Delicious hollandaise sauce. Look at that. Wow. Parsley and then cherries. Or not cherries, but tomatoes. Got 5 stars with 4,500 points. I think we did good. You guess so. So I guess next time we're gonna do some more games. So see you guys then.